feeling very tired.
I'm not where I want to be.
It is blood test day. I had to go to hospital. Is that your digestive system don't work as they should? It smells bad. I'm feeling quite optimistic about that. It's constantly changing, and I just keep saying to my doctors, like, I feel like I can't find a balance. Good morning. Hello, welcome to a new day. It's Tuesday. Currently in the car waiting to go in to the doctors. I look it, but I'm feeling very tired today. Anyway, with my doctor today, so I'll get my blood results and my weigh-in and see. I'm always nervous about the weigh-in for like disordered and non-disordered reasons. But I want to touch on something that I haven't disclosed yet, but I thought I would say. So, I lost my main job in this COVID-19 lockdown, but in the same week I actually got a contractor job, a PR contractor job, which was so exciting and kept me really busy for the month of April. But as of last week, I actually left that job. It wasn't an easy decision, but it got to the point where I was just too tired and I couldn't really be around for the hours that I was sort of needed to, and obviously having to eat at certain times. If the day got busy, I couldn't, and it just was starting to pile up. I just wasn't taking any time for myself really, which I need to right now. So I've had to leave that job, which is really sad. I finished up at the end of last week, and yes, but yeah, so that's that. So not joyful, but I'm not very good at taking time for myself and just sitting back, but I think it's important to do that right now. All done at the doctor's. Not the best news. So I'm down this week in my weight quite considerably, which is just so surprising to me from the amount of food I've been eating. But you know, I was told at the beginning of this journey that gaining weight's hard, and I was like, yeah, for sure, but it is. And my like blood pressure and heart rate were just okay. So I don't really know what the numbers were there, but they weren't great either. But my bloods were fine. Feeling a little bit defeated after that, I'm honest. It's weird, like the split personality. Like I know for my health I have to gain weight, but then it's like when being in a mindset for so long where restriction and losing weight's there, you're like maintaining, haha, but then logically it's like, no, you're actually really damaging yourself. And yeah, so got to really commit this week, which just is like, feels like every week I don't want to go to hospital, and we're teetering on that line at the moment. So time to do what we can, try really hard, attempt full food freedom and get the calories in. We're on the way home now to have lunch. So I'm currently just over a month into recovery, and I'm not where I want to be. I had expectations for recovery that just weren't feasible of how quickly I could recover, but also I know I'm sort of in this quasi recovery state. Yesterday I had a doctor's appointment, and my weigh-in and blood pressure and all that weren't great, and they actually dropped, and I was actually lower weight wise than I was when I first started recovery, which is quite concerning. Yesterday was a rough day, a very emotional day. I just felt really down and defeated. But after talking to a really good friend of mine who's going through similar things, I decided to turn a new leaf and start again. So I have already had breakfast, just some cereal and some chia pudding stuff. I'm on the way just to go out this morning, and then we will get the day started. This is the reality of recovery and trying to deal with digestive system issues. Baby food. Who knew? Oh! Nice. Is it nice? Oh, cool. Good morning, everybody. Today is Monday, which means it is blood test day. So I'm about to go off and get that now, and then I need to pick up something from the chemist because last night was quite a night. I had to go to hospital. I will update you on that later. Hello, it's me. I'm back now. It's many hours later, but this morning just took longer than I thought it would. So I went and got my blood test, and then I tried to pick up this script. The chemist that I went to didn't have it. So then I had to go to another chemist and call them and make sure and everything like that. So basically, this is what we have. If you don't know what it is, it's the medication you take before you have a colonoscopy. I'm not having a colonoscopy. One of the joys of recovery is, especially if you have gastroparesis like me, is that your digestive system and everything don't work as they should because they're very weak. And I have struggled with constipation for a month, and it was just getting worse and worse, and I couldn't eat. And anyway, I was just getting upped and upped in laxatives and fiber-soluble foods, and then I got sent for an ultrasound on Friday because they didn't want to x-ray. And anyway, last night it got too much. We were told by doctors that if it did, we could go to the emergency room and get a enema. So we did just that, and the enema did not work. So that I had an x-ray, and all like this side, which is like the early, like your bowel goes like this basically, so it's like the early stages, is like all screwed up. So I now have to take this today. It's called Picto Prep to get it going. You're so welcome for my TMI. It smells like salt. Oh, it smells bad. Good morning, everybody. It is the next day. I'm sure you can probably put together as to why I didn't continue vlogging yesterday. I was a little bit preoccupied. But yeah, yesterday was not a very comfortable day, but it had to be done. Anyway, I'm sort of semi-running late to go to the doctors now. There's Bo. Just had to log him out. Which I'm a little bit nervous about because with everything that's been going on, I feel like my bloods and my weight are going to be really off this week. But hopefully now that I have a little bit more of a well-working digestive system, I can pick that up throughout the week. But yeah, haven't eaten much for the last 48 hours in terms of like calorie dense stuff, and I couldn't even get through half my breakfast this morning, and I made like a relatively small one instead of like a light one more than anything. But yeah, we'll see how we go there. It is so cold today, so I'm really rugged up. I didn't have a longer jumper, so I've got a crop on, but I'm really bundled up. It's very cold. Anyway, I need to get going now. I'm going to the doctor's by myself today. So yeah, I want to get in my warm car. Hello. Just gotten home from the doctor's, and I dropped by the store and grabbed like a dressing gown and some new jumpers and slippers because I'm so cold at the moment. I don't have anything in my wardrobe to keep me warm enough. But yeah, it's currently a bit past 12, so I'm going to go upstairs now and have some lunch. But quick update from the doctors. A lot of it was to expected. I'm down another kilo this week, which obviously is not good at all, but it's easily explained with everything going on and me having to take all that medication yesterday. So I'm just being closely monitored now, and my liver is out again, which is slightly concerning because it's actually like going up, which is like bad. I've just got to be monitored for that, and then try my best to keep on top of my electrolytes over the next few days, because if I don't, I might have to go and get another blood test after everything. So not the greatest appointment, but everything's been explainable, all to do with the medication and getting all flushed out. But yeah, I'm really exhausted now. I don't think going to the shops was a good idea. I just feel really tired, and driving home I was like, I actually had a few more things to do, but I had to get out of there. It was just too much. Anyway, I'm gonna go upstairs now and make some lunch. More time has passed now, and I'm off to the grocery store. So let's go get some food, and I see you go downstairs and get the trolley, and we'll be off. This is the little grocery haul that we have. And now I'm gonna put it all away and I'm gonna try to have an afternoon snack, although like my stomach is so sore just from being overworked I think the past few days, but I'll see how I go. If not, I might have like a warm milky drink or something because it is freezing. Good morning, it is a new day. I did not watch TV anymore yesterday because I had a really bad stomach ache, everything going on, and then it just sort of got worse after I had my snack, which was just like an Activite warm almond milk drink. And yeah, yesterday I didn't eat much at all. We had tacos for dinner and I only had like one taco and that was like a push. Today I still don't feel great though, which is sort of annoying because I need to start eating more to gain weight. So I only had like sort of I had oats, well I had croats this morning, carrot oats. So yeah, we'll see how I go throughout the day. But anyway, off to the dietitian this morning. So that'll be interesting with everything going on. And yeah, other than having a really still sore stomach, I'm feeling quite optimistic about today, and I'm hoping that I can get some more food in compared to what I've been eating over the past week and a bit. But we'll see how we go, and I'll try really hard. No, me neither.
Nudging the ball, like wanting the little boy to come and throw it, which was cute.
Yum, yum. Hello, it's a bit later now. It's about 20 to 1 and I had lunch. I went to a dietitian appointment this morning and she said basically I've been on a high fiber diet the past couple of weeks, sorry, to try to deal with everything going on. But now that I've sort of taken out really heavy medication and it still hasn't fully worked, I now have to go on a low fiber diet to try to like stop any further build up. For lunch I had leftover taco, like insides, like mince and everything, and then I sat down to eat it and then realized I couldn't eat any of the raw veg, so I literally just had mince with some avocado and coconut cream, like coconut sour cream. That wasn't enough obviously, so I have to eat some more later. But they're worried a little bit about my electrolytes at the moment, and I'm feeling really dizzy today, and also I have some really bad reflux after having the mince. So I've just taken some reflux medication, which is all approved by my doctors. I'm gonna let that sit in. I'm just gonna have to lie down for a little bit. Got a drink that I made up, and it's got coconut water, fruit juice and just plain water in it to try to boost my electrolytes, but also help with like the sugar absorption to sort of get everything moving. My stomach's still, my dietitian was like, yeah, totally understandable that you've got a really bad muscular pain at the moment because like you've just been stimulating your bowels for like 3 weeks. But anyway, so it's now 4 o'clock and I'm gonna try to have a snack. This is really close. Hello. Well, I'm gonna have a cup of tea because it is very cold, but I think I also might, I have some squeezy fruits. They're like literally baby food, but it's what they said would be good right now. So I'm gonna do pear and pumpkin and mix in some cinnamon. So let's eat some baby food. Delicious. I can see the flowers behind me. I don't actually know who they're for. I'm assuming my dad got them for my mum, but he didn't tell me about them. And they're just sort of sitting in the sink, so who knows? While I'm sitting out here, I want to chat about something about balance in recovery and coming to terms with the fact that it's constantly changing. This past couple of weeks I felt quite defeated with the whole thing. I feel like I was just sort of gaining momentum with getting on an eating schedule, and then, excuse me, I'm talking, it's not the time to be whining. Look at him. And then I had to, you know, take all these like laxatives and everything like that, and it just sort of blew everything out of the water, because obviously this has interfered with my digestion and my hunger levels again. So I can't remember if I mentioned earlier now, but I'm down another kilo. I'm lighter than I was when I started recovery, which is obviously not the point of recovery. But it's been really challenging, and I just keep saying to my doctors, like, I feel like I can't find a balance. Like, 1 minute it's good and then something shifts, and then, you know, you're always going like that. It's like a seesaw. And I think I just come to the conclusion that I don't feel like recovery can ever be balanced, because it's a constant battle. There's always something to face, whether it be a medical thing or a fear food or food guilt, or, you know, there's always something that's trying to roadblock you, whether that be mentally or physically. And I've been struggling with both of those things recently. So I just think it's something to be aware of, because it's so frustrating, like, and it's just disappointing, because also, like, being a perfectionist, which is such a common trait with this mental illness, not being 100% good at this, like not being 100% good at recovery is like hard, you know. Like I've said in previous vlogs that I thought this would be easier than it is, but also I thought I'd be good at it. I thought I could just get it and go for it, but I can't. And I feel like I never knew how loud the voices were until I started to recover. And they got worse. Honestly, once I started recovery, the voices got worse. And that's not to discourage anybody, it's just to be open about it and be honest. But yeah, finding balance is hard, and I think I've come to the conclusion that you can never find balance. You just have to find your power, I guess, and your autonomy, if that makes sense. I hope it's random kids screaming. I hope that makes sense. That's my little discussion there. But I'm gonna sit out in this lovely, cool winter's afternoon for now. I've finished my snacks. I'm going to drink my tea and keep reading my book, which I love this book. Actually, I'm really enjoying it, but I just haven't read it for a long time.